Further south of Bear, things take a more sinister tone. Welcome to Slaughter Beach.
The name Slaughter Beach doesn't really want to make me go there. That doesn't sound like a good situation.
I have a niece who lives in Texas, and the first time I sent her a Christmas card, she said, "Aunt Cynthia, how can you stand living at Serial Killer Beach?" I said, "No, Slaughter Beach is pretty bad, but Serial Killer is a lot worse."
So how did this sleepy little beach community get such a vicious-sounding name? Some say it traces back to the horseshoe crabs that live and eventually die in masses on its shore. Jimmy Dalton dubs himself the unofficial mayor of Slaughter Beach. He's heard another theory.
I've heard a lot of wives' tales about there was a sailing ship that ran into foul weather out here in the bay and sunk, and it had a load of pigs on it, and the pigs all drowned, hence Slaughter Beach. But actually, I think the real reason behind the name is the first postmaster of Slaughter Beach was a gentleman by the name of John Slaughter, and the town was named after him.
Well, so much for the old adage, truth is stranger than fiction. But what about the Broadkill and Murderkill rivers? Violent names for tranquil places.
Basically, that's a holdover from our period as a Dutch colony. The word kill, it means river in Dutch. So the Broadkill was the Broad River.
Head even further south and you'll find a beautiful bay near Rehoboth. Welcome to ASSAWOMAN Bay. We stopped at the Frankfurt Diner to get some thoughts on the origin of that interesting name.
ASSAWOMAN Bay, yeah, and everybody looks at it like where'd you get that name from? Well, no, it's actually called ASSAWOMAN Bay, but as far as where they got it, no, I don't know where they got it from.
That's a good question. I don't know. I just know it's been that ever since I can remember. I don't know.
I've had a few people that have certain, what is that?
I don't know, ask any woman, no, she'll tell you. What I've got on my mind, I don't want to share.
The actual G-rated answer?
We have a number of Native American names that are applied, particularly to rivers and streams. And the most notable, of course, would be ASSAWOMAN Bay, which is a beautiful spot and has had that name since long before Europeans came here for the first time.
And those aren't the only names that have stood the test of time. All over Delaware, you'll find a remnant of days gone by, the 100.
When I first became familiar with the divisions called hundreds, I thought, well, that's strange. Does that mean they're all 100 acres?
I don't want to burst your bubble, but it's really just a fancy way to say township.
What the original term applied to was the fact that you had 100 men who were capable of bearing arms to support a feudal lord. And that's simply all that it was. In later years, it was translated to mean 100 heads of households or 100 taxables.
And it's another example of how Delaware is proud of its traditions and clings to its traditions. We have hundreds.